off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Toronto Blue Jays.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be, let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark. The sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
Marcus Stroman gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher, and if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Randal Grichuk. It's the ability to put it together every day on a consistent basis that's going to separate this guy from superstar to average big leaguer. Look for him to make an impact on one side of the ball today.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
Hey, guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He has 9 base hits in 34 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Grichuk going back on it. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he is in there.
They come out of the gates being aggressive at the plate, and it's paid off for them. A single and now a double. Runners at second and third with all kinds of momentum on their side. A base hit scores too. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. High and deep to left center field. Pierce going back on it. At the track, the wall. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at bat of the year. Kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at bat, home run. Not a bad way to start.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Hernandez is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Stepping into the box, Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. Robinson Cano, a solo home run, number 302 career. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he rips it on the ground to second. Travis fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. Here's Miguel Sano. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Sano will head for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner 2 after that one as we get another look at it here. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
At the plate, Devin Travis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Row, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Little dribbler down the line. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Batting third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider down low for a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ellsbury's after it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail here 4-0. Here's Chris Carter now. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Grichuk is camped under this one, and very quickly one gone. Coming to the plate now, Jacoby Ellsbury. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Brett Gardner. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. 2 down. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a shot out to right center field. Ellsbury rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they push the lead to 5 now.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's big Aaron Judge. No balls and 1 strike. Smoke into foul territory, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A 1 pitch on its way. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Grichuk on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. 5-0 New York. Here's Justin Smoke now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's a .417 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Popped him up. Cano calls for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, designated hitter, LATINOHEAt7799's.
Stepping in, LATINOHEAt7799's. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Steve Pearce now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. They'll try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back now on MLB Network as we welcome you back to Toronto and Rogers Center. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. Cano waits on the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Smoke is there, and a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Now batting, right fielder,
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Lifted in the air to center. Hernandez is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Sano. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's Randall Grichuk, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Russell Martin now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now 0-2.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Tried to strike out the side. Here it is. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Chris Carter. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Carter will head for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Into the box, Jacoby Ellsbury, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
He's set and the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hernandez is there, makes the catch, and the side is leave one. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Next to bat for Toronto, Devin Travis back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Devin Travis. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Now at the plate, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Make it 7 in a row. My gracious, he is simply unhittable right now. 2 away.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. He's a 9-year major league vet. 8 straight strikeouts. You got to be kidding me. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Toronto after this. Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Grichuk is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. He flew out in his last at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this will wind up being extra bases for Cano. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, Good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Giancarlo Stanton now. Giancarlo swings, and this ball is hit well into left field. Pierce looks up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. First home run of the campaign for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Joe Biagini gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's Miguel Sano. Line drive to left. Pierce is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Didi Gregorius. Past history with Joe Biagini. He's got a batting average of .444. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field, and that is off the wall in right field. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
Here's Chris Carter now. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot for Jacoby Ellsbury. First home run of the campaign for him as the blowout continues. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing a...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 11, the Jays nothing. Here's Justin Smoke now. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Solarte. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Now at the plate, Steve Pearce. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Pierce is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He was an 8th round selection back in 2005. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Martin moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball. Extending his arms very well. Was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
How about it?
Ready to take his hats again, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far. He were a home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box, Miguel Sano. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Line to the right side, but he will run this one down in right center. A tough L9, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Yankees 12 The Jays nothing. Now at the plate, Randall Grichuk. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Skied into straightaway right. Stanton giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Troy.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
On to first, and Tulowitzki grounds out here, 2 away.
When a guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Russell Martin now 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches?
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Stepping up to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pound in the zone late.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field.
Hernandez patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. On to first, and they get the double play. Here's Brett Gardner now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Travis. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Devin Travis. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted down the line in left. Gardner on the move. And no one will track it down. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Digging in now, Josh Donaldson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And Cano with the stop. He gathers the throw. How about that? Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. Back with more on opening day after this. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself in the scoring position to start off the inning.
Here's big Aaron Judge.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Liner toward right center. Hernandez is right there, 1 down. Giancarlo Stanton now. From the stretch. Hot shot to third. Donaldson's there. One there. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special. Here's Justin Smoke now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. A look here at our starter comparison. And again, I don't want to be called the jinx, but the number to watch is in that hit column on the left side of your screen. A big 0. Digging in, the switch hitter, LATINOHEAt7799's. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Here's a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Striding in, Steve Pearce. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
I got the count 0-2.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, still looking up at a 13-0 score. Here's Miguel Sano. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
First delivery to him on the way. Grounded back up the middle. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Donaldson is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Chris Carter.
So digging in now, Chris Carter. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer up the middle. Travis has it. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a commanding 13-0 lead. Here's Randall Grichuk starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. This is foul right side. No hits to this point. The 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Cornelius is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon, 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.